Well, this isn't good, y'all. ICE has now signed over 506 agreements across 38 states deputizing civilians to act as immigration agents. Let that sink in for a minute. Your neighbor, your local deputy, maybe even your supermarket security guard, now given power to detain and question people like a fucking ICE agent. No serious training, no real oversight, just power handed out like it's candy. This is about to get crazy.
Guys, you might want to start double-checking who your real friends are, because ICE just signed over 500 agreements across 38 states, deputizing everyday citizens to act as immigration agents. Yeah, you heard that right. We're talking police, jail guards, your pharmacist, your kid's school resource officer, even university security. In Florida, all 67 counties have said, yeah, we're in, and now they're looking at college campuses too. So the same campus cops who are around breaking up frat parties might now be trained to detain someone for immigration violations. This also means your barista could smile at you in the morning and could also be trained to hold you while ICE processes your status. This expansion includes models that were banned before due to racial profiling. Now they're back and with zero oversight. We are sliding into full surveillance mode by neighbors deputized as watchdogs. If you think this won't affect you, you're already late. This is legal but not safe. A series that proves legality will not protect you. Follow me if you still believe in due process and dignity, because the government just handed 500 keys to ICE and they're unlocking something very, very dangerous.
Okay, what is happening? So now the government and ICE have now deputized people like school resource officers, campus security officers, maybe even a pharmacist. They now get to detain people, that they get to racial profile, and then they get to say that these people need to be deported, or they're held first while they process your status. Like, can you imagine if that was happening? Like, every single day, people, you never know who it is, that now has been deputized to then come and claim that you're from a different country, even when you're not. Like, if you think this hasn't affected you yet, you're already late. This is insane. Things are getting scary. They're actually already scary. They're getting scarier. And I'm not sure what we're supposed to do about this, but just be aware of the situation. Pay attention to things. Pay attention to those around you. Also, now I don't know who we're supposed to trust anymore. Okay, fair enough. I'd want to know too. Here, this is from you can see this is from ICE.gov. It talks about their ICE's 287G program that talks about doing the. That talks about deputizing people, 38 states, across 38 states. That's your actual source. It is the source of the information, the one people that are doing it, so it's probably the best source that you can possibly find. You can go look it up yourself. I literally just screenshot so you can see it says ICE.gov and the program. I didn't screenshot the whole part about it, which you can go read yourself if you'd like to. That's the source. Also, a whole bunch of news stations are reporting on it. All you have to do is Google it. You'll find this information. This is, like, actually happening. It's not false. It's not fear-mongering. It's not doing any of that. It's actually real. It's actually happening. So go look for yourself. See what you think. Let me know.
Shock and awe, this information continues. Is it really deputizing regular citizens? Is it using a specific authority? Yes, it is. Has that authority ever been used before? Yes, it has. Oh, who was it? Was it Obama who used it? No, these are like using other state officers, other police agencies, Fish and Wildlife, other people when resources are limited, perhaps for ICE agents in certain places, to be able to help ICE.
This is Amos, chapter 5, verse 16. It reads, Therefore the Lord Yahawah, the God of hosts, Yahawah, saith thus, Wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas. And they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith Yahawah. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahawah. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord Yahawah is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness, and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? Shabbat Shalom, Akim. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson through the Spirit and Lord willing to be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem HaKodash, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, is laboring in his word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwat that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations, but your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. All I gotta say, man, is ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. We about to see it, man. We about to see it. See what I'm saying? All the things that we the prophets, begin with our apostles, bishops, and elders on down, have been speaking about, it's about to come to pass. It's about to come to pass. How can you fall out this truth at this pivotal moment when you can see all these things coming to pass? You see what I'm saying? It's about to get real deadly out here, man. Real deadly. I ain't even got much to say, man. You know what it is. You see what I'm saying? You know what it is. You heard what the witnesses said. You know what I'm saying? 2, 3 witnesses. Okay. All right, and with the receipts to show it. We told you that that these devils was gonna come through with the business. We told you this was coming. You see what I'm saying? This is the hopeful year of Jacob's deliverance, salvation, and the destruction of Esau's kingdom. This is that year, man. This is that hopeful year. You see what I'm saying? And we remain hopeful that this is it. That this is it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's down to months at this point. And everything's moving so fast. All right? Everything's moving so fast. You about to see betrayals unlike anything you've ever seen before. Friends, loved ones, let's get the scriptures, man. Let's get the scriptures. It's about to get real nasty out here. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. I brought this out at camp during camp earlier today. So let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and let's start at verse 8. And it reads, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. See? This is that time, man. This is that time when you really thought that you had friends. All right? It's going to get terrible out here, man. Terrible out here. You see what I'm saying? The Lord promised us that this was coming. Let's jump down to verse 21. All right? Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. And it reads, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. We're about to see some devastating things All right, some very scary things. This is what the prophets have been sent to tell you and warn you about. If you're listening to somebody and he is not giving you the real nasty about what's written in these scriptures, he's not a prophet. He is not a prophet. You understand? Let's get this in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. It reads, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Ain't nothing, ain't some happy flower, you know what I'm saying, and chocolate type shit coming, you know what I'm saying, type of message, Salakia. But ain't no flowery and chocolate type of lesson, you know what I'm saying, coming from these scriptures. All right, it's doom and gloom, man. Like the Elder Hawad says all the time, it's doom and gloom. All right, doom and gloom. You see, doom and gloom. Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 9, it says, and when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein, and he spread it before me. All right, and that roll of the book is talking about the Bible. It's talking about the scriptures, man. Verse 10, it says, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mournings and woes. Lamentation and mourning and woe. Lamentation and mourning and woe. You see what I'm saying? You mix that with the good news of the gospel. That's talking about the good. That's talking about the promise of better times after the tribulation, after we go through this hardship that's coming, man. The hour of temptation. You see what I'm saying? This is why these Christians are going to fold. When all hell breaks loose, these Christians are going to be the first ones to fold. They're going to be the first ones to fold because they're looking for a rapture. You see what I'm saying? They're looking for a rapture. They don't want to see these dark days. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see their precious king turn against them. They don't want to see that. But it's coming. But it's coming. It is coming. Let's get this. Let's go back to Matthew. Look at that. Let's go back to Matthew chapter 24. Yahawah told us this. He told us this, man. That this day was coming. You see what I'm saying? And all these jokers out here who have had the scriptures sitting on their shelves, gathering dust all these years. You see what I'm saying? Never blow the dust off them scriptures, man, and open it up to read it. It says it clearly, plainly right here. Contrary to what your pastors are talking about. You see what I'm saying? And all these goofies up in them pulpits. All right? They're telling you that you're going to escape these troubles. You see what I'm saying? And you won't have to see them. But what did Yahawah say? He said in Matthew chapter 24, verse 29, it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. You see what I'm saying? But only after. Only after. You see what I'm saying? You're not just gonna whisper your way up into the clouds. You see what I'm saying? And not have to face nothing. You're gonna have to face this. Esau's coming with the sword. And it's about to be some hard times, man. Some hard times. Let's go to Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 8. All right. I hope you Jakes is really getting. I hope the reality of this thing, the weight of the matter is truly resonating with you Jakes out here. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, Hispanics, Seminole Indians. I hope that this message is really getting you. You see what I'm saying? I hope that the warning has reached you. Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord Yahawah came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy. That's what we're meant to do. That's what we're set up to do. We're here to prophesy to you. And it says, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahawah said, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Now is most certainly not the time for you to be in the mirth spirit, the spirit of partying and revelry and bullshit. Now is not the time for that. Death is at the doorstep. Death is knocking at the front door, bro. Says it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. Who's his people? Who's the Lord's people? You Israelites. It's you Israelites. You are the Lord's people. The scriptures tell you all throughout this book that Israel is the rod of his inheritance. You see what I'm saying? For it shall be upon my people. He's telling you that all this death and calamity is going to be upon you Israelites. Either you believe you're an Israelite or not. That don't matter. That don't matter. The word has gone out. Either you believe this thing or you don't. It means nothing. Because Esau knows who you are. These Edomites know exactly who you are. All these things that they've been doing, gathering your DNA through 25 and through 24 and me. You see what I'm saying? Gathering all your DNA throughout these years, and then here comes BlackRock to come swoop up that very company and gather your DNA. Because they're looking. They're looking. They know very well that the Israelites are not just focused here in America. The Israelites are not just here in America. They're all around the world. That's why we speak to the speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen nations, who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes, through the line of your fathers. And this is what these Edomites have been looking for all these years. They are trying to find where the Israelites are. They know this. You see what I'm saying? This is about to come down upon our people, upon the Lord's people, you Israelites. And it's going to be a bloodbath out here. A bloodbath. You see what I'm saying? And people are going to fight against each other. Let's get that. Let's get that. You know what I'm saying? Let me read these scriptures, man. And you tell me, is this not what we just saw in that video? Is this not depicting what we just heard in that video? In that video with those three people, that one Jake in the beginning, and those two Edomite looking women. You see what I'm saying? You tell me if this ain't what it's talking about. 2 Esdras chapter 6 and verse 24. It reads, at that time shall friends, not mortal villains, no. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against each other, fight one against another like enemies. You see? And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. People are going to be fighting each other. Friends, people that you've known, people that you've known for years. You see what I'm saying? People that you went to the cookout with. People that you've held their children in your arms. You've let your children play with their children. You went out for a beer. You see what I'm saying? You went to the carnival together. You went to the amusement park. All the above, man. Friends shall fight against friends. Because we're coming into these dark days, man. Dark, dark days. Let's get this in Isaiah chapter 19. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4. Let's hit verse 2 first. Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2, it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Verse 4, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahawah, the Lord of hosts, Yahawah Tazabawath." And it's that time, man. It's that time. Trump is that guy, man. You see what I'm saying? And we about to see some shit pop off. You see what I'm saying? You think it's bad now, man. Wait until them shelves is empty. You think it's bad now. You see what I'm saying? We coming into these dark days, man. You gonna have to lean on the Lord. Lean on the Lord, man. Don't lean on your own understanding. It's gonna get you killed out here. It's gonna get you killed. You see what I'm saying? And that goes to me, myself, first and foremost. Do not lean on your own understanding, man. Let's get this in Sirach chapter 2. Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1, it says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahawah, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." Don't make haste when the times come. You see what I'm saying? Don't make haste. All right? Don't lose it, because a lot of people are going to lose it in these times. All right? A lot of people going to lose it in these times. If you got a couple bucks on you, man, go ahead and buy some more provisions, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can do with a couple more bottles of water, you know what I'm saying? Another case of water. You could do with maybe one of those, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? If you got it, go ahead, grab you a bag of rice. You see what I'm saying? A couple cans of this and that. All right? But it's time to walk circumspectly out here, man. It's time to walk circumspect. Be wise. All right? Be wise. Now's not the time to go on big trips and all that stuff, man. Now's not the time for it. Now's not the time to go and you know, go to big gatherings and concerts and all that stuff, man. Now's not the time. Death is fast approaching. And a lot of people are going to get caught out here, man, unawares. You see what I'm saying? Let me grab that real quick. This is Luke. Luke chapter 21 and verse 33. It says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and the cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. All right, we just saw this this one dude that fell out the faith. You see what I'm saying? And went right back into the world. Why? Because he was overcharged with the drunkenness of this world, man, with the cares of this life. Don't care about what you got here, man. Everything that you got, your house, your car, you see what I'm saying? Your little means of entertainment. That's gone, man. Forget about it. You see what I'm saying? Forget it. That's why the scriptures say, remember Lot's wife. Right? Remember Lot's wife. Elder Yashawamba went into that. All right? Just recently. Remember Lot's wife, man. Don't look back. Don't look back, because there ain't nothing here for you. All right? I brought that out in camp too. That's the spirit, man. This is Luke chapter 17, verse 32. Remember Lot's wife. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. You see what I'm saying? So if you're willing to give up this life here for the sake of the kingdom, you're gonna be preserved, man. The Lord is going to remember your sacrifice, because you was willing to give up this life and the worldly pleasures. You see what I'm saying? To seek after Him. You see what I'm saying? We got a brother in the camp, and he's he's an elder Ashiyar. All right, Elder Ashiyar. He was in the NFL. He gave that up so he could serve the Lord, man. So he could answer his calling as a prophet. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be willing to make that sacrifice, man, because this place is over. This place is done, man. All right. When Esau rolls out with all these with all these deputized individuals, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's already got these preconceived notions. You see, you already know that they ain't deputizing, you know what I'm saying, these Jakes out here, man. They ain't deputizing Jake, they deputizing their own. They're deputizing Esau, Edom. The Edomites are being deputized. Why? Because you Jakes is numero uno. Numero uno. Y'all are number one on the list. You know they hate you niggas. They hate you niggas, you spicks, you wetback tontos, man. They hate you all. You see what I'm saying? And they coming. All right? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You're out here trying to defend these Edomites, you know what I'm saying? Talking about everybody can make it everybody can make it into the kingdom. Contrary to what the scriptures are telling you, the Lord's about to show you personally who this devil really is. He's about to show you why they are known as the border of wickedness. Let's get that real quick. Let's go to Malachi. Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. Let's start at verse 2. It reads, I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahawah. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahawah? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah Tazabawath, they shall build, but I will throw down, And they shall call them the border of wickedness. The border of wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever. You see what I'm saying? You trying to save these people. The Lord said he has indignation with this people forever. And he's going to show you why. He's going to show you why. When Esau is unleashed. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be real dark out here, man. It's going to be real dark out here. So I pray that these warnings are reaching you Israelites. I pray that these warnings coming from our apostles, bishops, and elders, and the brethren on down. You see what I'm saying? I hope that it is reaching the elect. Everyone's not going to get this understanding. You see what I'm saying? Everyone's not going to receive this. Only the elect will. As a matter of fact, let me get this in Isaiah chapter 6 and I'll close it out. I was just listening to a video that my elder Yahawah had shared with me earlier. You know what I'm saying? When he and the brethren was out at camp yesterday, you got this Jake that shows up at camp playing around with the name. You see what I'm saying? It's like these 2/3 are born in vain, man. This is Isaiah chapter 6. All right, Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 9. It reads, "And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their eyes heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed." The Lord doesn't want all of you Israelites to get this truth. He only wants the elect. Only the elect are going to receive this and understand it. You see what I'm saying? And take heed to it. You see, it's not enough for you to just hear it. And it's not enough for you to just understand it too. But you have to take heed to it. You see? You got to take heed to it. Verse 11, it reads, "Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be laid waste, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate." You see? So they're going to remain blinded until the nukes drop, man. They're going to remain blinded until Jacob's trouble hits. You see what I'm saying? And the scripture say in Ezekiel 33, verse 33, "When this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then they shall know that a prophet had been among them." So I think I'm going to cut that there, man. Salaki. I think I'm going to cut that there. All right. I pray this lesson was edifying. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. It's been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Yahawadah. Double honors unto your apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Remain circumspect. Shabbat Shalom.